I'm on the edge of reality with my gun cocked.
Crew, you want to spin the wheel again?
Alright, cool. Ready?
Yep.
I don't get to spin the wheels. I see how it is.
You're always
UK
here.
favoritism. Let's go.
All
bro.
right, for
Four.
Jacob Kirk, Tantrum versus Illusion Z.
Let's fucking
Okay,
go.
let's go.
We just watched Kruger.
I don't
versus
remember
Illusion
that
Z.
battle as well, versus Tantrum. That was a little while after.
I'll tell you what I remember.
It's heated.
I'll tell you what I remember. It was definitely a personal battle because these guys were best friends at some point. They were like homies. I think they might have been roommates. Don't quote me on that. They were super close.
Yeah.
They hung out with each other a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
ended up battling. And you know, they
But my
both did
addiction-
amazing. And this shit makes me miss like Tantrum and
Yeah, yeah.
like
Tantrum
even
was very
Illusion
underrated
has
as
crazy
well, man.
shit. Like
Tantrum
I gotta watch this again, but
Yeah.
yeah. This shit is incredible because, man, these fools, they're crazy writers. They write with purpose and they're not trying to put together a punchline to entertain the crowd, or they're actually watch. They're trying to cut each other up. Oh my god. Look at this. Bro, Awkward's got the
Christian
Arisu
A18, the
shirt
gatekeeper
on.
friend.
Man, if people don't know about Arisu, that was one of the first companies that sponsored us in battle rap. We used to, you know, we came a long way in battle rap, but I think like sometime around 2010 was the first year we started getting big companies. Like Arisu was like a big company, and it sponsored us, and you could actually watch me and Arsenal battle Conceited and Ilmac inside the factory while we were doing like a commercial for the photo shoot for their brand.
Blue.
We did a battle.
Hope you're
and
doing
shit. But
good.
yeah, anyways.
Bandcamp.com. Rap on my left.
So yeah, this battle, obviously these two guys are close friends. This is like kind of like Pat Stay Holohan. And
Yeah.
also, just to give you
Ilmactosaurus, look.
more background
Yeah.
info, Tantrum is somebody who doesn't drink, do drugs.
Yeah,
And
word.
Illusion Z is the opposite end of that spectrum, where he
Illusion is graduated from Lush Ones
he's
Academy.
sober now. He's sober now, so congrats on that, Illusion. But yeah, he was going through a rough patch in his life.
Illusion's been through some shit, man.
Yeah,
Salute
and
to him.
he got sober, I think, before this. So he did this battle and also Poor Rich and talked about sobriety in both battles.
They
so.
remember the battle at the factory of Arisu.
Lakers tell.
Javier. Soriano. You see this?
Illusion Z's going first.
Look at Illusion, bro.
California.
Okay, let's go.
Stop laughing at the homie, man.
That was corny. Shut up, dude.
Illusion Z's going first. Respect the MCs and hold it down. Hold it down. California.
bully.
California. I got a confession to make. I turned my back on the battle world. I was sick of the same ego clashing, backstabbing, and addiction to fame. And I found peace. But I know that to keep what I got, I need to give it away. So California, this is what I'll give to the game. An ode to that rose that grew from concrete and venomous rain. See, I'm Citizen Kane to primitive brains. In the ring with a grip on the withered away, picture a filler in fictional rage, get ripped at the hands of the killer, you train. So here's the king of the dot, right? Lost tape for the diamond vaults. Story of student versus teacher, let's take it back, unwind your clocks. And I'm gonna take you on a trip down memory lane, stained with cocaine dialogue to Cold Rain, Coltrane, and Cobain's final thoughts.
That shit was crazy.
You know what though?
That was nuts.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Illusion Z right now is fucking completely like missing right now. He's gonna build up, like, so people need to just keep on watching this, because once he gets like deep into his shit, he's gonna hit that zone. Like right now, his shit is weak. Like that's
No,
the
I
homie.
think it's building.
That's the homie. But
It's
like,
building. It's building.
It's gonna get there, but like he's still like, trust me.
And the cool thing about this already off cuff is that Illusion Z is not like dissing Tantrum. He's just rapping. It's like almost like
I
it's
just feel
almost
like a lot of it's
poetry,
not
bruv.
connecting right now.
Okay, for sure. I thought it was kite.
2005, UC Santa Cruz. I met him in a cypher outside a show with Camp and Done. We dapped it up. I showed
Me
the
and Thesaurus met at a cipher in Santa Cruz like they did. They met in 2005 there. Me and Thesaurus met there in 2002, I think. In
Shit.
Santa Cruz.
Santa
bro.
Cruz just building battle rap.
We used to battle out there at a college.
I know. I remember.
There was a college that threw battles.
Yeah.
I battled Tantrum there.
Yeah. Did you win?
Yeah, I fucked him up. I love Tantrum, but I beat him in front of an Asian crowd.
Of course. Of course.
All Asian crowd.
Your fucking cheat code
I beat him in front of an all Asian crowd, but he almost got me, man. I like beat him by 1 bar. I forgot what it was. The source will tell you.
All right.
I think it was the wonton bar that I used.
And Cobain's final thoughts. 2005, UC Santa Cruz. I met him at a cypher outside a show his camp had done. We dapped it up. I showed the front man of the Asterisk love. That was 3 years before he should have stashed his gloves, back when he somewhat had a buzz and called rapping his anti-drug. But no one cared he never drank or thrashed his lungs. It was when the ladies tried to give this fag a hug, he turned his back and shrugged. then get all angry and rap about I was gonna stab someone. Like a scary yellow fruit in a circle of banana slugs.
For people that don't know, like, there was this whole thing about Tantrum never being with a girl and shit because he was a virgin at the time or some shit like that.
Word, and the banana slug is UC Santa Cruz's mascot. That's why he said that.
Referencing katana blades and sharp machetes to foreshadow swords swallowing the sore Solomons hollow the dawns to skellies. He took a loss in every battle with a babe, then took his opponents to dinner after getting slain to ride their cocks at Denny's. Shit, I'm broke as fuck. But I'd be in a foreign yacht with squads of exotic sexy broads serving me cigars and Benties and teas, stuffing 8 twats with 20s if I got a penny for every time you said, step your life game up since you lost a Pesci. Wow. I'm on the rise. The Astros ain't stopped descending since their fakest rapper found his first Slim Shady pattern and started stenciling. Crafting war songs, topics deadly, preaching violent times. Stop it, Kenji. Everybody knows you haven't gone through any. If our past were paintings, he'd be a Botticelli. I'd be that crying song written in Krylon of the ghost cringing by the Stockton levee, down to his last half of Blend 27 and drop a Remy howling at a starless sky for God to help me. I've dwelled deep in a monster's belly. I've been lost on grim blocks, nestling in the same handle of Hennessy that killed Pac. Harbor half the hell and rock your virgin heart unhealthy. Two can play a little game if you refuse to stop pretending. If you a tantrum, I'm an Oakland riot in a market frenzy. Bombs from town hall to the hospital on to the market deli. Hail Mary when my rocket's ready to turn into a forgotten memory in the bay. No young lay, Mac Mahler sell it.
Okay.
He activated Lush. You see that? It's like a button.
Yeah, totally.
Mac Mall.
Yeah.
West.
Yeah, dude.
Mac Dre, you see Lush just. Oh fuck! I fucked up the thing. Lush will start breakdancing.
Around the corner, hold your head and dart directly for the abandoned armored Chevy. So when I hit him up, car confetti. Should have ducked this Vegas heat and watch this vendetta erase your name. Machiavelli.
You know that Vendetta was originally going to be named Machiavelli? That was like the
really?
event
I did not
name.
know that.
Yeah, that's why he said that.
What was I gonna say? Fuck.
Lush, dancing, Mac Mall, Mac Dre, from the Bay,
No.
Palm Tree Attitude. All right.
Damn, Jason.
Nice, Jason. Don't tell me. Like, ready?
You Mexican motherfucker! Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. I'm a killer's pride with more than that. Fuck the racial filler lines and simple-minded boring crap. I came to give you guys the story that has legitimized to show you cats how Ninja Gaiden brings to light the bitch behind the Zorro mask.
Yo, Tantrum and Rapture would be a pretty fire battle.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah,
be
Tantrum's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I love about Tantrum? He like, I don't know if he noticed what he did there, but he was like, "Fuck all that fucking racist shit and that boring crap," and then he ended it with his Zorro mask.
Yeah.
Fuck
all that boring crap.
Something. Fuck you, your Zorro mask.
To show you cats how Ninja Gaiden brings to light the bitch behind the Zorro mask.
That's fire that he called himself.
This a man ills for nothing shows why cousin's a prick. But you apologized in no time, shouted him out the whole 9, sucking his tip. Left with no pride, you low life son of a bitch. Might as well go hide, live on low life, and tuck in your dick. See all my problems with you, go beyond your alcoholic issues.
Let's go.
Oh man, he's about to start.
His tip. Left with no pride, you low life son of a bitch. Might as well go hide, live on low life, and tuck in your dick. See all my problems with you, go beyond your alcoholic issues. Head in the sand, you a shell of a man, living in a pot of rotten tissue. You such a fake bitch, it's not a name flip that you see me using. He's illusion, cause he ain't a real enough man to be a decent human.
Fuck, let's go, Tantrum. Let's
he's
fucking
banging.
go, bro. This is the writing I love.
Yeah.
Like this,
He's got internals
man,
and shit as
the
well,
thing
man,
is that they are so fucking personal right now. That people
Yeah.
should not watch this like these guys are strangers. Like keep in mind that he is talking to him.
Yeah.
He's
He's
talking to
cause he
him.
ain't a real enough man to be a decent human. It's not wordplay. I'm just sharing the case
not
of your
wordplay.
embarrassing embarrassing character traits, parenting hate till a bunch of fists want to marry your face. If I had a nickel for every moment you deserved a smack from Sickle, it would add to 50 grand. Wow.
I love this.
Let's go.
So this is a play off the.
Let's go. Pete
Thesaurus
versus
scheme. Yeah.
Ilmac about line you took from Sickle would add to 50 grand.
Had a nickel for every moment you deserved a smack from Sickle, it would add to 50 grand.
And the backstory to that is we were in Portland. This has been talked about, so I'm not like throwing Sickle under the bus, but Sickle and Illusion Z got in a fight because they were both
Yeah, I
drunk.
remember.
Oh,
So that's what he's kind of
yeah.
referencing, is them getting in a fight.
I'm just sharing a case of your embarrassing character traits, parenting hate till a bunch of fists want to marry your face. If I had a nickel for every moment you deserved a smack from Sickle, it would add to 50 grand. Wow. Remember? That night you had to get your ass kicked, it was actually pretty sad. If y'all don't know the story, let me state what's up. After his 90M battle, he got wasted and became a crazy drunk. The homie Sickle came to say what's up. You got in his space and shoved. What they don't know is you swung first and grazed him once, playing tough till bam! That awesome moment when your face was punched. You think I'm lying? I couldn't make this up. You got socked in your yap and called me up after crying like I gave a fuck.
Yeah, for those who don't know, he's referencing Ilmac's line at the start. They're both.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, like how I was saying this battle is like the Source versus Ilmac, and they're already referencing that battle a lot. Like that right there was from when Ilmac was telling Thesaurus, he called him up crying about me, and Ilmac was like I gave a fuck. He
Yeah,
was that same shit.
super good.
Because that call was eating up my minutes. The whole time I'm like, Jesus fuck, I'm trying to sleep, I'm done with this shit. You know what's the best part about Sickle giving you a black eye? People don't even look at him as the bad guy.
It's just so real. He doesn't want a haymaker there.
So good.
Giving you a black eye? People don't even look at him as the bad guy. But that says more about you than him, considering the monster in the shell. For years you fed this problem with the bottle and never bothered getting help. Getting brolic like you want to fight your partners when you yell. A lot of times I was this close to socking you myself.
Oh my God.
I dealt with your shit when we ciphered in person after you downed a pint to that bourbon. So I wasn't surprised at the verdict when you called me whining and hurting. Cause if anyone were to strike you in a violent occurrence, I've known you long enough to know that you most likely deserved it. For all the
That's crazy.
Fuck.
He's going in right now.
Like, cause he's
Tantrum's sick, man.
Yeah,
man, cause he's going into some micro dynamics of this guy's personality and him dealing with him. Like he's basically telling him like, I wanted to punch you.
Yeah. So
Like you
hard.
in a violent occurrence, I've known you long enough to know that you most likely deserved it. For all the times you crazy drunk called hitting me up in person, all the people that you pissed off wishing somebody murked them, we'd like to thank Sickle, cause getting the snuffing's worth it. What you thinking was just a punch we consider a public service. Step your life game up.
He is such an incredible writer, bro.
Yeah,
People don't
man, that was
understand
a
Tantrum,
heavy
bro.
round.
I want to bring Tantrum back, man.
Yeah, that's
Like because you know what, man, he embodies that just different and that just those different styles that we have out here, but still that direct like writing and just efficient writing where people might perceive it as filler, but it's not. It's absolutely incredible writing. It is. You don't have to have punchlines formulaically put together in the same way for them to be effective. Like there is no standard program that tells you like this is the way you're supposed to rhyme. There's different forms of art. Art has different faces. And in this case, it's effectively being done in its own respected like way. If you see how he's not straying away from anything he wants to say to Illusion. He's getting his point across without having to throw I need this haymaker about Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He threw like a Ninja Gaiden Zoro shit in the beginning, but really the whole thing was meant to be just about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and his setups are very nice. Like the way he builds his lyrics together, his scheme's crazy.
Yeah.
I think Tantrum edged this round because he was more direct. I really liked Illusion's.
Yeah.
He has a very, very unique pen, but you could tell he's still trying to gather his thoughts here more, and this is more like he's getting himself back together, and he's way better than he was at that point, but you could tell that Tantrum is more from these 2 rounds, he's more refined at understanding his own craft.
Yeah, and you know what's
He's
so
far along on his own
what's
craft.
super impressive about Tantrum, and it's kind of super impressive about you too. Sometimes, like when you guys are rapping, it's like, how the fuck can you say that? Like when he's rapping so well that I'm like, he's gonna stutter at some point, like
and he does
over
it?
his
Yeah,
words,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
comes out so like clear that it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, that's insane. to
He's
rap
always
that
been a
fast.
dope performer, man.
Yep.
Like,
That's
yeah.
why I do stutter a lot, because I do that too much, man. I need to chill out.
Word.
Neither of these guys has a battle to a while, though, innit?
Yeah, he hasn't battled in a really
Tantrum
long
or
time.
Illusion Z. I don't remember.
I mean,
when the
yeah,
last battle
both
was.
of them. I've been trying to get to come back. I see Tantrum's at all battles, man.
Yeah.
And he always. I'm like, hey, when you want to get back in the ring? He's like, I've just got too much in life going on.
Yeah.
But Jason, we're getting you back.
I'd
in
love
the
to see
fucking
Tantrum
ring.
back.
Flashback to 2012. Our shots at fame escaped a long time ago. Still,
Flashback to 2012. It is 2012. What is he talking about?
flashback to 2012. Our shots at fame escaped a long time ago. Still easier for
Yeah, what the fuck is
Because
he
you know what's
talking
so
about?
nuts is that even though he's saying it in 2012, for us it's a flashback
Yeah.
to 2012.
Yeah,
It's like he
exactly.
knew
Yeah.
we gonna be watching this 10 years
Yeah.
later.
Word.
Flashback to 2012.
7.
Our shots at fame escaped a long time ago. Still easier for him to grip a microphone, script a tired flow, and take losses worldwide than go venture off in the world, learn to talk to a girl, and finally play hide the tiger role. Because these days times are cold for adult teens in giant clothes who cuss too much in public, spend their adult lives alone. You'd only see inside his soul. To that 30-year-old kid that's embarrassed he still lives at his parents. Shit, it's no surprise he chose to name himself after something that a child throws. Dog, you're an ignorant, faceless, critical, predictable, pitifully basic, bitter and cynical prick with the depth of a Confederate racist on any topic non-hip-hop related. People even stop giving a shit that you're Asian. Yo, he interacts with women like his adolescence was spent on a spaceship. Shit, if a chick put her tit in your face, you'd melt to the pavement, right after shivering, shaking, going into cardiac arrest and yelling out, rapist! And after a decade of failure at rap, he thinks he's still gonna make it. And when hip-hop spits him out to the pavement, he won't have shit to replace it. Just that fictional ninja blade to slit his wrist in a rain with, when he realizes he'll never get laid, ever get paid, and his whole life his best friends considered him a distant acquaintance.
God, dog. This battle is so fucking personal.
No,
It's
man,
crazy.
yeah.
Your best friend considered you a personal acquaintance.
Distant
Wow.
acquaintance,
A distant
and you know what?
acquaintance.
That's like on some best friend shit. That's a body bag
Yeah,
bar.
that's hard.
You're
That's
a distant
hard.
acquaintance.
Yeah, it's
with
like,
your
fuck,
best
I
friend.
thought we were
Yeah.
friends.
That's like the worst thing you could tell your best
real.
friend.
That's
It's a
when you know
distant
you're
acquaintance. You ain't no
fucking up
best
in life.
Shit, I barely even know this chump. It's been over, what, 7 years? Still can't figure out how to get this zipper head to open up.
Hella racist. I've never even said that line.
Yeah.
I don't say crazy lines like that. There's lines I stay away from because they mean too much crazy shit. But hey, that's a fire bar, man. I ain't gonna stop knock nobody from using nothing. So, this means a lot more than people think.
Thanks, Nigel. It's been
not
1.5
really just,
years. Appreciate you.
It's no,
Really crazy.
say it again. It's no wonder he sips virgin daiquiris and flies Virgin America. He's been a fucking virgin so long he's on the verge of hysteria. Jason, tell the truth. A woman's never disrobed you. No one's ever unclothed you. So thank me after this battle for being the first person to ever expose you. You're such a virgin, you are
so fucking good.
This is where Illusion Z is kind of like outshining Tantrum in a little bit where he's being
is.
funny.
Yeah.
You know, and Tantrum's just going like really ruthless the whole time,
yeah.
and Illusion's kind of bouncing in between
yeah.
being.
But
That's a
this
great way to
concept,
counteract
like,
that as well.
disrobe you, and then I'm gonna be the first person to expose you is pretty fucking
yeah, that's
fire.
battle for being the first person to ever expose you.
His delivery's
You're
weird,
such a
but it works.
virgin, you wear trunks in the shower to cover your untouchable flower. You spend your off time online for hundreds of hours. eHarmony, Craigslist to plenty of fish. Pussyfooting in cyberspace doing celibate shit. His favorite music
Celibate shit. That's
untouchable
incredible.
flower. You spend your off time online for hundreds of hours. eHarmony, Craigslist to plenty of fish. Pussyfooting in cyberspace doing celibate shit. His favorite music, Google Nico and Elliott Smith. His favorite movies are The Untouchables and Never Been Kissed. And I'm fucking serious. And I'm fucking
serious. And I'm fucking serious. Because if it hadn't been for my social circle and me landing him in, he'd only seen social settings through a binocular lens. From the rooftop of a shed, spying on a house party, getting in an argument with his invisible friend. Like, you think there'd be any girls there? Are you kidding me? People may be having sex tonight. See, when you first meet this fruit, you'll try to prove that he's heartless and scary. But peel away the layers of this fruit, you find the heart of a fairy. You're looking fruitier by the second, and it's starting to scare me, because right now all I'm seeing is a mandarin banana slug guarding his cherry.
Fire round.
Shit.
Fredo. Word.
Hold on, y'all. We on Tantrum. Let's go.
This shit crazy. We know that when you facing me, you should be changing your perks. Because I'm curious how your typical angles would translate in your verse. Like, for instance, would racism work? Remember that confessional speech, how your lines for dumb were throwaways intended for me? So you gonna use leftovers of the leftovers you kept in your sleeve? Or you gonna expose me? Tell us how this battle really was arranged? Well, we both said yes, that's it. No story gimmick in the way. Or you gonna name drop my friends on some tough act shit? I roll with the same homies you share dope sacks with. You see them every time we all kicking, you dumbass prick. Next time we hang out, they gonna be like, say what you said in that tantrum battle, you punk ass bitch!
Sometimes Tantrum is so like aggressive, it's almost like kind of humorous to a degree. You punk ass bitch!
Every time we all kicking, you dumbass prick. Next time we hang out, they gonna be like, say what you said in that tantrum battle, you punk ass bitch! True story. Then again, you see you try new things and fail in the worst way ever. Thinking you slightly advanced for writing this fad of forced wordplay efforts. Lyrics-wise, this fruitcake ain't never had his dues paid once. You take a cool phrase and use it as a new age crutch, and it made us realize how much this food straight sucks. Cause he'll say shit like, put this Canadian bitch in a box, penalty shot, and y'all be like, woo! Wait, what?
He said, woo, wait, what? When this dude straight sucks. That's kind of cool.
Fantastic. Motherfucker, you didn't even know what that meant when you wrote it. Hold up. You didn't even know what that meant when you wrote it. You deliver like your setup's the dopest and hope we never notice your senseless approaches. Fuck you. Stick to being a battle rapping wizard / mad theatric spitter, winning matches like, who art thou, faggot, standing hither? If the Fresh Coast was a fighting game, your character would be the least favorite though. If you get picked by the gaming pros, it's to be the computer we beat down in training mode. I mean, we're known for the same battles. How crazy is that? Me for locking horns with Dumb. You for shaking his hand. I mean, you moved to the cameras like a kooky fanatic. You got famous when YouTube views brought lucrative traffic. With half the comments like, thumbs up if you think Illusion's a faggot. Hold up. Already. Thumbs up if you think Illusion's a faggot. Let me reiterate that. Hold on. Thumbs up if you think Illusion's a faggot. See, it's hard to be your friend. You can't negotiate the issue. It's a bad look just to be associated with you. I've had enough of this sucker. We ain't buddies or brothers, you dumb twat. So when your shitty life gets crummy, don't be running to come talk. It's proven on camera I ain't the one to entrust when you got stuff to discuss, dog. Cause if you use me as a shoulder to lean on, I'll just shove you the fuck off. It's cold. That shit had me, though. Let's go.
Yeah, I give Illusion the second round.
Yeah.
Get it!
Couple years ago, I was meditating to Santa Cruz moonrise at new tide, staring down a horizon with cool eyes, pondering new purpose to motivate and move minds, showing drunken junkies.
He's such an internal rhymer. That's the thing about Illusion. He writes internally so much.
Both of them do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But he does it more.
Yeah.
I was meditating to Santa Cruz moonrise at new tide, staring down a horizon with cool eyes, pondering new purpose to motivate and move minds, showing drunken junkies path to paradise in cruel time. See, later on, while I was helping brothers from the broken backyards of hell, gory with gloom and toxin, rocket ship to success stories, he was recording a song called Help Yourself for his album Backlash, to vilify and poke fun at the way I act smashed. Spitting words on the struggles I've lived and learned. I never heard when hell occurred that last winter term. When you made your monthly trips on the Union City burbs to play that brother that you never were, till I slipped in that abyss where all my liquor and my bridges burned. And downing Vicodins like vitamins couldn't kill my urge. That's when gears switched, he swerved and left me dying on a distant curve. Cruising in that smoother lane while I was getting served. So rap all fast and furious, but you ain't there to ride with me through the real twists and turns. Dog.
That's nice.
That was crazy.
Cruising in that smoother lane while I was getting served. So rap all fast and furious, but you ain't there to ride with me through the real twists and turns. Dog, you were only at my side to practice rhymes. Cause when our paths aligned in drunken storms, you wait for brighter clouds to rise to dap me up that 1,000 times, then dash behind a booth, record a track to try and diagnose the root of my addiction as stupidity and lack of drive. Like you the victim in the mastermind who never had his back to mine. Like I'm the bad guy, please, when I screamed for help, you acted blind. Like them virgin slanted eyes could analyze the sanctuary of samurai stuck in that dark place Scarface was in after Manny died.
Dude, that is fucking out of control. Holy shit. Yo, this round is hella good.
Yeah, man.
Like, extremely good. Not many rounds from this era of King of the Dot or Grind Time from 2012 aged this well. It's like ages really good.
And lack of drive. Like you the victim in the mastermind who never had his back to mine. Like I'm the bad guy, please, when I screamed for help, you acted blind. Like them virgin slanted eyes could analyze the sanctuary of samurai stuck in that dark place Scarface was in after Manny died. What the fuck? Shit.
It's popping nuts.
So tell my own story for me and betray me as pitiful. Bet if you let me tell my story, you'd address me like a general. Reference me interrupting your battle with Dumb for cheap laughter. Where were you during my suicide attempt a week after? Dog, pride yourself on your honesty. Honestly, I knew you'd be too bitch to tell the truth to hit my cell with an apology. Cause deep inside I know the real reason why you stopped calling me is cause after I got healthy you had nothing else to offer me. So fuck this battle and fuck you. This one's for my people. From the schizophrenic screaming at hippies, swinging at shadow people for stealing his key to the city, to the angel in the war zone disguised as a predator, the beast under the bridge with the mind of an emperor. This one's for my prisoners, addicts in the shackles of a slavery you dismissed as ignorant habit, anyone crippled in madness. Hendrix says to Dylan fanatic, to the Jessica Rabbits, to the lesbian homegirls at Tourette's who think you're a faggot. In conclusion, fuck your anti-sexual ninja music. In conclusion, fuck your anti-sexual ninja music. This one's for y'all that love my last battle, saw the real illusion and my greatness when I never knew it. Man, the people deserve someone real to help rebuild the movement, and I'ma be the one to give it to them.
Super fucking good.
That was dope, man. Illusion Jesus got better and better this whole battle.
Yep. Yeah, totally. Like, greatly. Like, that third round was insane.
Hey, yo. This last
The funny part about that.
Second still might be my favorite.
You think the second was better than third? All right, let's get it. Tantrum's third.
verse, it's not a battle verse, it's something I want to spit for y'all. Check it out, man. Go fuck yourself, Illusion.
So what Tantrum is referencing, Illusion Z battled Po Rich in Toronto at Blackout 1 and tried to do that in his third. He's like, this isn't a battle verse, this is just something I want to spit, and started rapping, kind of like how he did in the third.
Right.
They fucking booed him.
Really?
Yeah, just a bunch of drunk Canadians were like, this guy's talking about sobriety, fuck this dude, against Po Rich, who was drunk and barking on Illusion.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's all about a
Toronto, gotta love him.
bad
Yo. It's not a battle verse. Go. Yeah, that third against Rich, there's no getting around it. You think that set was profound? Bitch, I don't think you really get how pathetic you sounded. Expressing his gloom, extra distressed in his mood swinging, addressed in his booze addiction like a sexual abuse victim, like alcohol, you had me at an early age, broke my wings and stole my sky away, my motherfucking life away, held captive as a silent slave. What part of that didn't scream child rape? I mean, Paul Rich punked you on some Debo shit. And you took it looking sad like an emo bitch. The only time you didn't sound like Mr. Sappy Pants is when you made snobby excuses for your inconsistent showings with your faggot ass. Like, sorry if I don't care about my battle stats, I've been trying to get my family back. But whose fucking fault was that? Don't get all righteous in your shape. Like now you're above battling when your priorities were never right in the first place. Look, I'm not gonna stop you from riding a shot liver. But only a shithead lets alcohol demolish his bonds quicker. Between that of his brother, father, and mom's sister by thinking that blood is thicker than water, but not liquor. You said you should be dead after those drugs you took when you faced dumb and dirt. Damn right, you should be dead. You being alive today is undeserved. How could someone fall so far and trust his chance?
Oh, dude, he's mean.
You said you should be dead after those drugs you took when you faced dumb and dirt. Damn right, you should be dead. You being alive today is undeserved. How could someone fall so far and trust his chances? I don't understand it. You were busting ass for blood and havoc. Against 90 reverse phrases, you were actually fueled by your substance habits. Some folks ranked you above my status. I was proud of the run you had. The people loved your matches. But in your rich battle, you took an overly humble tactic. Had us wondering what has happened. Your post-interview was so depressing. When you said you was done with rapping, I wanted to take you by your limp wrist and fucking slash it. Where the fuck did your hunger vanish? You used to starve for attention like your stomach's famished. I hate to state the utter fact is we liked you better as a drunken faggot.
Oh my god.
This drinking
Yo, dude. This battle is problematic, to say the least. Holy fuck.
You used to starve for attention like your stomach's famished. I hate to state the utter fact is we liked you better as a drunken faggot. Oh, this drinking pints of that booze, it's like an Iron Man suit. So take that away. What are you? Mild-mannered, whiny-ass goof. It's like the longer you stay sober, the more you spit off par. Find your nuts and using pussy. The shit's not hard. Fuck using jokes or wordplay to kill off marks. These are stepping up your life game real talk bars. What? Sick of the sympathy we allow you to get. Pouting and shit on a powerless, cowardly tip. We could somehow use your own sorrows to drown you and quit. You conquered AA, we used to be proud of you, kid. Now I wanna throw you back down them 12 steps into that boundless abyss. Cause at least when you were down in that fifth, you didn't sound like you walked around with a clit. I'd rather see you die young than live long enough to go out like a bitch.
That is so fucking fire.
Yeah, because Poor Rich also was supposed to be his last battle, too. So that's like why it was a big deal that his third happened like that.
See, sometimes what you said, like, it's like humorous when he overreacts, but like
It helps sometimes. Yeah.
But it is humorous because it's funny.
Yeah.
But it's so the way he delivers the go out like a bitch.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You feel that shit in his soul. Damn, I want to hear that
his
bar
delivery
again.
is very clean as
That,
well.
Yeah,
that last
so
part.
clean.
Cause at least when you were down in that fifth, you didn't sound like you walked around with a clit. I'd rather see you die young than live long enough to go out like a bitch.
Yeah, so it is interesting, like the order of them, because it might have been a little bit different if Illusion went second, because that sounded like a good rebuttal to Illusion's third. But if Illusion went opposite, his would have sounded like a fire rebuttal to Tantrum being so fucking ruthless. And you probably would have like empathized with Illusion a little bit more instead of like, oh yeah, you're a pussy, like with Tantrum, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like the order of it matters so much.
And that happens a lot, bro.
Yeah.
That's just.
That battle's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's 2012, dude. We watch battles in here all the time that are like from 3 years ago, and they sound so dated. Like, ah, fuck, they're still doing this. Like 2015, this sounds like pretty bad. Oh, this is from 2014. It's not gonna be, you know, that great. And this shit aged really well. You know, granted, there's a lot of super fucking homophobic shit in it, but it for the most part was pretty timeless. I would say.
Oh, they're calling each other faggot a lot. They're not really saying any gay shit though. It's not really homophobic.
Yeah, you and me
You guys
tend
gotta
to
stop
disagree
with
with
this
this.
weird-ass
I mean, you can
blur-
say whatever you want. You
blurry
can say
line.
whatever you want.
I'm
You can
telling
go for
you
it,
that
Diz.
it's two different meanings for the word. Like I said, just like hip hop changes meanings for words. It's
Well,
used
granted,
in a
that
different
part didn't age
context.
well,
He didn't
but,
tell him.
yeah, that
he
part
didn't tell
didn't
him
age well.
you did some gay shit. You're a faggot. He told him
He was just saying,
you know,
you're less than a man.
you're a drunk, like
a...
he said, you're a drunken faggot. We liked you when you're a drunken faggot. He wasn't saying there's no kind of homophobic context underneath that.
All right, so he's saying a term that Diz.
Maybe there was a little homophobic shit in there. I'm not going to disagree, but
right. But yeah, it aged really well for the most part. And yeah, the thirds both were fucking really good.
He still has more, but yeah, up till now, I don't know. This is crazy because Illusion has like really like he's fitting more like complex patterns in there, but I feel like Tantrum is talking to him really direct. Finish this off real quick so we can make this decision.
What? Finish it off? It's
Is
over.
that the end?
Is it for sure?
Yeah.
Well, it's a very close battle. Tantrum slightly. I like how Tantrum is more of a. What I get from this coming out of this is they both try to assassinate each other's characters. They both had their approaches.
Yeah.
Illusion Z's was, you weren't a good friend and you're a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his pretty much your approach. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
And
That's his approach. You weren't a good friend and you've never had sex before.
That was pretty much most of the, and
That's
some
awesome.
inner shit about his life, right?
Yeah.
Which we don't count. So, the shit that Tantrum was saying to him was about the things that made him not want to be friends with him. Mm-hmm. He was rapping about why he's not friends with him, like all this shit.
That's why it was so personal.
So, but it's kind of like he's responding to it and he's being more direct. Like, who's more of a character assassinator in this? I think when the battle ends, you feel a little bit more like Tantrum said shit to him that mattered to him more, and you could tell because Illusion Z does too many faces throughout the 3 rounds.
Yeah,
you could see him.
I think it was close, but I just think Tantrum was a bit better delivery-wise.
Words are gonna go home with Illusion more than Illusion's words are gonna go home with Tantrum.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But both were dope, and it's good to see him about. I haven't watched a
what do
battle
you
with
guys
them two
think?
guys in a long time, and they're vets. They were doing it back in the day. Do you know what I mean?
Tantrum
A grind
2-1,
time.
Tantrum more prepared.
West Coast was like first started. They were about.
Battle is a tie. I'm not mad at the tie either.
Yeah.
It was super close. Illusion
Yeah.
Illusion has so much fucking potential. Like, he's a great writer.
I think Illusion Z might have been winning in the second round, but maybe the first and third to Tantrum.
Alright, y'all agree.
Word up. It was a great
Yeah, it's a
fucking
classic
battle.
debatable. It's definitely debatable at the end of the day for sure.